of the entire year. We've brought you new during Christmas in July. We brought you new during the harvest season. We brought you new in some of our previous shows. This is it. This is the grand finale for Byers' Choice in 2016, and I went classic and I went traditional, which is why these are our classic Christmas pieces. So it's your choice of Santa or Mrs. Claus. They're on 4 payments of Easy Pay, $14.96. And what we did here was we did Santa and Mrs. Claus in classic red velvet, trimmed in a classic white fur. When I do a Santa like this, I always make him a little chubbier. So if I turn side profile, sorry Santa, I wouldn't appreciate somebody pointing this out on me, but there you have a little more fullness in his belly, which I love. He's holding a tartan plaid wrapped present, and then he has his bag, which is done in felt, of toys. Mrs. Claus is also dressed in the red, whoops, I knocked the little table over, in her red velvet outfit. We've accented her with green velvet, and she has a tartan present and then just kind of a plain wrapped. What do you need to know about these? These are all hand painted. These are all hand formed. These are all hand sculpted. Byers' Choice is this wonderful family-run business in Chalfont, Pennsylvania. Their carolers are collected worldwide. These specialty Santas they do just for me and just for QVC, because there's really a tradition in my house. And I just want to show you, I'm going to walk over here because I know that we sold out of the African American choice. Actually, I'm going to walk over to the bookcase, Jay, because I want you to be able to see what they look like. They were done the exact same way. So same full belly, same presence, same costume, everything the same, just your choice of the Caucasian or the African American. By the way, one other little extra here, if you want this super cute little table, which is sort of like, you know, what you probably leave for kids, your kids leave for Santa, a little Santa mug, a couple cookies, and a little postcard with a note for Santa. There's only 300 of these to go around, but what we really try to do is create this story with the Byers' Choice, so that if you wanted to kind of create Santa arriving at a child's house with cookies left for him, you could certainly do that with that table. That's H208760, and it's $28.25. So we're down to our final 250 of Santa and Mrs. Claus. So just to show you, you know, I love them to decorate with. By the way, if you got those penguins, how cute is this? You know how penguins sometimes walk in a little line? So we did a little line of penguins there lined up following Santa. So, you know, if you do them as a couple, we try to design them so they work as a couple, but I know a lot of you are just Santa collectors. That's what we are in our house. So I love having this, you know, just classic forever Santa. This is a great first Byers' Choice as well. And the other thing I'll share with you is this. You can find Byers' Choice in some of your specialty collectible shops. You will not find them for $59 and change. Our price at QVC is excellent. Those of you who are collectors know this. We don't bring in 5,000 of them. We bring in about 1,000 of them. That's all we have. We don't usually redo the Santas because I always like to bring in new. In fact, we just made our suggestions for new Byers' Choice for 2017 this week. So we're excited to already be working on what we're going to be bringing you next year. But I wanted to wrap up the season of Byers' Choice with classic. Beautiful fabrics on the costumes, these perfect rich red velvets. We had done a lot of different themes, and I just kind of wanted to go back to the beginning. Like when you think of a great Santa, you think of him, you know, from 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. He's dressed in his red velvet costume, trimmed in fur here at the hat. Or, by the way, they're wired. So you can position his head, you can, you know, turn him side to side, you know, have him sit however you'd like. You can see his hat with the little pom-pom, the little sprig of holly. I mean, all these things are done by hand. Then you see the wonderful fur on his beard and his hair. His face is all hand painted. That's all done by hand. He's holding the present. He has his bag of presents. That's all done in a green felt. His pants are also trimmed in the faux fur. And we're down to our final 200. The same detail, goes into Mrs. Claus. You're getting a great price on Buyer's Choice here. I love being able to support these smaller artisan crafts, and especially when you can get easy pay. I hope you'll add Santa and Mrs. Claus to your collection. So stay on the line. And then if you want that cute little table, that's now limited.